Thank you for tuning in to the TranscendwithM Podcast. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors, BRC Insurance, the #1 insurance broker serving the Latino community in the Americas, and Savitol Virtual Assistants, serving business owners and insurance brokers across America. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Transcend with M. This is Monica Dwani, your host, and I am really excited to have an amazing individual with us today here. Her name is Anna Roque, and she has been an amazing staple in our community, bringing a lot of education, bringing a lot of dreams come true to our community, and we cannot wait to hear her story. Welcome, Anna, to the club. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. I mean, I honestly cannot top how you open every single meeting. So I think the first thing people need to know about you is that you have a staple on how you open your meetings. Can you guide us through that? Because it is so amazing and invigorating every time you do that.
It is so good because we are in charge of our own environment. So I love to
Yeah.
empower the environment. So I have my own way to do it. So usually I
Yeah.
say, "How's everybody doing?" And everybody, outstanding.
Yeah. So
And then
let's
I
do
ask
it. You're gonna
again.
say it, and I'm gonna scream it. So let's do it.
Okay, all right. How's everybody doing?
Outstanding.
I couldn't hear again. How's everybody doing?
Outstanding.
Yes,
I love it, Anna. I love it. So
it's
here
a
we
great
are
feeling.
today. Yes, I love it. It's it puts you in a good mood, right? And it uplifts the room. So
Yes.
super excited to learn about your story today. So let's just dive in. Who's Anna? Where she came
Anna,
from? Go
I'm
ahead.
from Brazil and I have been living in America for 28 years this month. Actually, I'm
Wow.
thinking about 2 days. It's gonna be 28 years. Wow. And I used to live in Massachusetts for 17 years, moved to
Mhm.
Florida, spent almost 7 years in Florida, and moved back to Massachusetts. And it's been like almost 5 years already. Unbelievable. Time flies. And people say,
Wow.
how you decided to move back to Massachusetts if people want to go to Florida? And I
Yeah.
said, business purpose. But at the same time, we have family here. And my
Yeah.
brother-in-law that owns, a real estate company. And we have also in the family business, the mortgage company. And I have been working this industry for over 18 years, so he was giving us a great opportunity. I was doing well in Florida. I was doing journalism, a lot of networking events, connecting companies. My
Yeah.
husband and I, we launched an app of referral partnership,
Yeah.
BizWatts, energizing businesses.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, we have to think about how we're gonna do to change our lives in order for us to retire and enjoy life better. So
Mhm.
sometimes we have to stop and take other directions. Sometimes it's good to stay in Disney, let's say like that. But life is not always Disney. It's
Right.
not
Life is
always
hard.
life is not always the sunshine. It's not always beach. We have to do something in order for us to build our legacy.
Yeah, no, I
So
totally agree. I
yeah,
totally agree.
and and I am the oldest of 6 kids. So when I left Brazil to come to America, I had a dream of spending only 5 years here and going back to Brazil, just to build my own business, my house, my car, prepare my life and go back. But everything changed. And now, I'm married to an American guy, Cuban
Yeah,
descendants, for like about 17 years.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So, what I mean, I know the starting of a family definitely changes everything, right? And it changed your plan from going back to Brazil and staying here. So tell me a little bit about, how important has been to you building that community around you, building that, family around you that you can rely on in order for you to feel like home.
It's unbelievable because you have to create a mindset. If you do
Hmm.
not create a mindset, you're gonna be, circling around, and you're not gonna be able to make it happen. So since my family in Brazil didn't have enough money to do, to give us a better life, and working over there was not enough, I decided to change my life and my family's life.
Yeah.
We have to change ourselves first in order for us to help others. We cannot just go out there to help others without empower ourselves. So in America, I decided to go to school. I went to school for 12 years. Imagine that. And
Wow.
also working hard, because as an immigrant, from another country, uh, we didn't know much at that time in 1995. Oh my God, not even cell phones. Imagine.
Hmm.
So it was a very, very difficult time and situation. But I decided not to become a victim of myself. That's one
Yeah.
of the things that we need to learn also. That if you decide to put all the excuses in things in order for
Mm.
you not to move forward, you're gonna be stuck in your own life, and you're not gonna be able to um, add value in other people's lives. So I was able to change my life. I changed my family life. I had to bring some of my brothers and sisters to America. One of them was only 3 months pregnant, so I helped, all the
Oh.
pregnancy, and I helped some of my cousins as well, and helped a lot of people from my community, because whatever I was learning, I'm like, I cannot hold it to myself. I need to share, because
Yeah.
we cannot just be a sponge, absorbing. Because in order for you to receive, you have to give,
Give.
you have to
Hmm.
plant in order for you to collect.
Yeah.
If you put all these ingredients in your life, you're gonna have a successful life. So I decided to step forward, um, from school. Going I was gonna be a psychologist, but and then
Okay.
everything changed. I got married in Brazil, and after 18 days I came to America, and I was very young.
Wow.
It was an abusive relationship, so I was suffering so much, and I had to start over, because that's one of the things. If you're suffering
Hmm.
in a situation that can be abusive, you are the one that needs to stop. You are the one that has to put limits.
Yeah.
So it took a long time for me to make the decision to move forward, to start over.
Yeah.
So I had to, after 10 years in America, I had to start from scratch.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided to grow in real estate, because I
Mm.
bought my house, in 2004. And since I learned the process, I said, I need to help my community on how to buy houses, because
Hmm.
it's not good to be paying, rent, which is somebody else's mortgage. And then I started going to the real to the radios to give interview, to educate people, how
Yeah.
to build credit, how to organize yourself, to
Hmm.
save money in order for you to conquer your dream, which is to buy your
Yeah.
house. So my first clients in 2005, they bought, houses in Somerville. Was only like $400,000 or $500,000, two family houses in Somerville. Now it's
Yeah.
like 1,500,000.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of the person that I love to guide people, not
Yeah.
just to be like someone that is gonna sell something, but I love to be a mentor. So that's all the difference when you decide to be a mentor to someone. You really need to empower yourself. You really need to learn and how to communicate.
Yeah. It is really important because there is so many mistakes that are done when we are not able to communicate correctly, right? And a lot of our community gets, either taken advantage of, or they don't really know what they're doing, what they're signing, what they are negotiating, because sometimes they get blinded by the need, right? So tell
Exactly.
me a little bit about, how important. And I we are doing this as well, where we are building a business where the communication, how we communicate with the clients, is our primary goal, making sure that we're meeting that need. But from your end, what has been the biggest difference on being able to accomplish that communication and being able to communicate with them, because you also learn Spanish, and now you speak all three languages: Spanish, Portuguese, and English. So how important has been for you to be able to communicate, and how much of a difference it makes for them when you're actually communicating in a language that they understand?
Oh, it is so good. People feel confidence, when they see that you speak their own language and you are professional. And at the same time, you not abusing of the power that you have on your hands, showing that you are humble. And at the same time, showing that you know, you know things, you know how you works. It is very important. I can never sell apples without, tasting the apple. So it is important for you to be open-minded with them and show to them that you are in the boat with them, even if the storm is gonna come. Because there are a lot of people that they are afraid to take the next step. So that's why they need mentors, to help them to take to the next level, to
Yeah.
see, beyond the horizon. Because
Hmm.
sometimes we look, around of a situation and think, oh no, I can't, I'm not going to be able to make it. So people need, other with the experiences to hold their hand and show, no, let me show you how to do it. Of
Yeah.
course you're not going to give the gold on their hands, but you're going to show the way to get the gold.
Right, right, right. All of us have a little bit of a strategy, right? That we don't want to share, but that's okay.
Yes, yes.
so
So,
so let's talk about community, right? Because you are an amazing community builder, and I think it's remarkable that there is so much loyalty towards community builders. And I think it's really important to talk about the responsibility that comes with being a community builder. So let's talk about how did you kind of got involved in that role of community builder, because it's part of the job, but you kind of like do it for your job and other things too. So, tell me a little bit about, how that became to be, and how much of a difference makes within the community.
all right. So, yes, since I was telling you that I love to educate people and showing the right direction, I find, I need to find a way out on how to transform lives. When you put in your heart, I want to transform life. How am I going to transform people's lives? You know, okay, we have the community over here in Massachusetts, and we see that there are a lot of people lack of um, experiences of these things that we live in, like how to buy a house, what are the steps, who is the realtor, who is the loan officer. A lot of people contact me thinking that I am the loan officer, the bank, and then I have to explain to them, no, I am the realtor. The bank gives the money and I give you the house. Oh, okay. So credit. Oh, I already checked my credit. My score is boom, boom, boom. And then I have to explain to them, but there are three
Mhm.
companies in America, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So you have to make sure that all these three companies are showing your FICO score, because
Mhm.
if not, people is gonna think, oh no, I use, oh, let me see, only Experian is showing on my credit. So little details that you need to bring to people. So I had a radio station where I was educating people all the time and writing to the newspapers to educate people, uh, get involved with events, making events. I love to prepare, the events that you attend, some events
Mhm.
already, and bring professionals, because sometimes people want to learn from, let's say, a contractor how to buy a house, but they are afraid to call a realtor, you know? So that's why us have to step out and tell, hey, I'm here, I can help you. I have the message to you. I have the guidance to give to you. And because of that, I was able to help a lot of people. I can't even count on my hands of how many people. But I remember in 2005, 2006, I was always the top producer of the company. And then when the crisis came, in 2008, the first thing that
Mhm.
I did, I called all my clients. I contacted them. Hey, how you doing? Don't be afraid. Refinance your house, get the money, put the money aside, and let's wait to the next step. Do not lose your house. So most of my clients, they didn't lose their houses, and they are so grateful that today I'm helping their kids and I'm part
Mhm.
of their legacy. So
That's
now,
amazing.
yeah, like last year, I love to set my goals, because if you don't set your goals, what is the
Mhm.
purpose of your life?
Right.
You
Right.
need to set your goals in order for you to proceed one day at a time without looking behind, but looking forward. So
Yep.
last year, I said, 2022, I'm going to sell 24 houses. I don't know how, but I'm going to sell 24 houses.
Okay.
Set my goals and make, and make like 10 millions in transactions. Look what happened. December.
Tell me, Anna.
Closed the
Tell
last
me.
two houses, and it was 24 houses.
Amazing.
And it was like around 11 millions in sales. And I became
Very
the top
good.
producer of the company. And all of them, how did you do it? How did you do it? Set your goals,
Yep.
create a routine, and get mentors
Yep.
to help you, to remind you, to motivate you
Mhm.
to keep on going.
I'm writing this down. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I love it. I love it. The importance of goals is so important. It's something that, even as small as you think they are, right? It could be like, I am gonna, I don't know, I'm going to sell um 5 houses, or I am going to talk to 10 people. Even if you do micro goals on a monthly basis or macro goals on a yearly basis, they become the staple and the drive of your day to day, right? And you become more intentional as you are getting closer to hit that goal. And then for the next year, you become more fearless, you become more hungry, because if you were able to achieve that, then what else is possible, right? How
Just
was
like
the
that.
feeling? What was the feeling of saying 24 houses, almost $11 million? Like,
Was an amazing feeling, because I was like, wow, so it's not that difficult, You
mm-hmm,
really need to um, make it happen.
mm-hmm,
Nobody else is gonna do your homework.
yeah,
You have to do homework. That's the problem of a lot of people, because they waiting for the people to do their own homework, and other people are so busy with their own lives. You know,
mm-hmm,
there you have to stop asking people to do this and that for you. Go and do it. You know.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Oh, but I don't know why I don't sell houses. Are you calling people? Are you telling people that you're a realtor? I tell people. Are you on social media? Are you investing in yourself? Are you going out there to events to connect to other people?
Yeah.
I don't like to go out.
I
You
know.
know,
Listen, I've been dealing with that, right? I have very young producers here at the agency. And even though they are good at socializing within their own group, socializing and doing networking for business is a whole different animal, right? And basically, like I've been buying tickets to events and telling them, you are coming with. I am not asking you if you want to come. You are coming with because you have to learn how to become uncomfortable, how to meet new people, how to create relationships, and not only create relationships, but maintain those relationships, right? So it is one of the most important things that you need to do. You need to talk to people because something that is never going away on any type of industry that you work with is the relationship business, right? It's always going to be a referral based relationship business. No matter if you're in real estate, no matter if you are in mortgage, no matter if you are in insurance, no matter if you have, a manufacturing company, it's all about relationships. And I think it's very true what you say. You got to talk to people.
do not be afraid to talk to people. And I know this is so hard, going out there and try to promote yourself. It is easy for people to promote other people than promoting themselves. I
Mm-hmm.
used to do that in Florida a lot when I was doing my networking events, promoting
Yeah,
everybody, you know,
yeah,
telling about this company to everybody. Oh, this company, these people, this. What about me?
yeah,
What
yeah,
about me and my
yeah.
career? So this is one of the things that my brother-in-law opened up my mind. Hey Anna,
Mm-hmm.
you helping everybody, but what about you? So that's why I learned I need to help myself first in order for me to
Yeah,
help others.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I had to say no to so many things in order for me to
Mm-hmm.
focus, be, like very focused on my career.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in a way that I was not gonna be like struggling myself in order to open the doors for stress, for
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. So you have to level up all these things, these ingredients, in order for you to prepare a very delicious cake. Let's say like that. Oh,
we
That's a
we
good
become
example.
we
Uh,
become bakers. We become bakers. I'm a good cook. I know you're a good cook too. I'm not a good baker, but I will try to follow that recipe.
yeah, exactly the recipe. That's a good example. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to eat something, like you have the desire. I want to eat this. So you're gonna ask somebody to do it for you, or you're gonna do it. But there is nobody in your house, so you have to do it. What are you gonna do? You go to the store, you're gonna try to find the ingredients. So you're gonna do all your homeworks. You're gonna,
Hmm.
check on YouTube, many recipes, and try to get one of them. So you're gonna
Hmm.
do it the first time. Maybe it's not gonna be delicious, but and then at the second
Yeah.
time, so you have to create the routine of being
Right.
doing, because practice leads to perfection.
Hmm.
If you don't practice, you're not gonna be able to do with excellence. If you don't practice.
Yeah. No, and it's consistency, right? It's
Yes.
the consistency. So we have to make sure that the consistency exists. Without consistency, there is no execution and there is no results, right? And some things will happen earlier, some things will take some time. But if you're consistent, they will work out. They will definitely work out.
And that's the two words that I use, under my name:
Yeah.
commitment and consistency. because you have to be committed as well, you know. If you don't commit yourself,
Yeah, it is so true.
how people is gonna trust
Commitment.
in you?
Yeah, commitment is huge. Commitment is huge, and it's something that I think a lot of us struggle with because we get so busy, right? And we get like, I feel sometimes we get this shiny object syndrome that it distracts us from what we are supposed to be doing. So always important to stay committed to what you know sought yourself to do. um Anna, what will be a lesson that you would like to share with women listening today, that are either trying to make it to a certain goal, or that might be going through the transition of coming out of the country, or doing kind of the journey that you have done. What are some pieces of advice that you can give them today?
To the to these women, my advice is, first of all, search, learn, prepare yourself, create the mindset. Don't let the negative voices change your future, you know, your journey of life. Don't let the interferences, you know, a lot of things come to your way. You have to value the time and see what is going to be good for your life in order for you to be a reference to other people, in order for you to be an example to other people. I decided to be one example. So every day I'm learning. I'm trying to be a better person every day. In the little details, you have to check, is this good for my life or not? No? Okay, bah, take it away. No good, no good. Start cleaning up your way. Protect your heart. Have the great feeling. Even if you're in the bad times of your life, try to have the great feeling, because the great feeling connects to the positive attitude and thinking. And then you can attract automatically, you know, the right things, and it flows. If you have something blocking you, holding you, because someone maybe did something bad for you, let it go. Let it go.
We're gonna we don't want any problems with Disney here, and
Yeah.
you have to go over there, apologize. But yeah, just like Elsa, let it go, let it
Yeah,
go.
let it go, you know. Respect. Respect, you know, the people, everyone,
Yep.
because every person talks and do what they have in their hearts.
Mhm. 100%.
Yep.
100%. 100%. And I think protecting your heart, I've asked this question many ways, many different times, and nobody has said protect your heart before. Um, why is that so important to you? I guess is the question.
Because the heart is very, you know, it's a very sensitive organ, right? How you gonna live without your heart? And your
Right.
heart is connected to your spirit, or let's say your soul. So your
Yeah.
heart is true, is pure, you know. So that's why you have to protect in order not to bring things to your heart that is gonna affect your mind. Because if you feel in your heart, let's say an example, you think, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'm not capable.
Yeah.
You think in there, right? And then if you bring this thinking to your feelings, you're in trouble, because your feelings connect to your heart.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna start suffering, opening doors for, you know, to get sick,
Yeah.
not to live in peace, you know.
Hmm.
So that's why it is very important. Protect your heart. If that is not good, No,
Let
no,
it
no,
go.
no, no. My heart is more important.
Love it.
Oh, the person did something that. No, 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 no. So change your route. If you're going through Route 90 and you see that you're going to be stuck over there, try to find another route to get to your destination.
Go to 495.
Yes, but keep
Usually it's
moving
better.
forward to your destination.
Yes. Yes.
What is your destination? Oh, my destination. Okay. I want to build a legacy in my Brazilian community, me, as a mission. And how am I going to build this legacy, especially in my professional life? My professional life, let's
Mhm.
do something different. Okay. There are a lot of builders out there, painters, carpenters, all these people that they've been working, for other people's and doing works to other people.
Yeah.
So why not try to show to them that they can start working for themselves? Let's flip houses. All right. How we gonna do to flip houses? Let's get the right people. You know,
Yeah.
we need an attorney. We need the private lender, the bank to give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
You need the accountants to open your LLC. You need the insurance company. You know, because without insurance company, without insurance, they can't, buy the house. So, all right, we already have. So I decided to look for all these people. Okay, I need these ingredients, my partners. Okay, so now let's help these people. So I'm doing this. I'm so happy because I'm dealing with more than 30 investors.
Yeah.
And some of my investors became very good friends of me. And I decided to create some partnerships. And
Mhm.
now we just opened a new
Nice.
club for
Tell me more
investors.
about it. That's
Club for
awesome.
investors club, Brazilian Real Estate Investors Club.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. You see, to make
That's
a
great.
difference. Yeah.
That's great.
So you
That's
can help
great.
each other, you can empower each other, share experiences, connect and do business together, but in a very good way, as a family.
Right. 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 No, and it's, I mean, if we don't help each other, who will? Right? That's just the bottom line. We If we have the experience, we have, and we lack certain things, we have to surround ourselves with people that have that experience and that can help us move forward. So that is all about collaboration, right? And making sure that we help each other to succeed. So I am very proud of you, Anna. It is always a refreshing conversation with you, and I love your positivity and your dynamics. So I cannot wait to see you soon. I know we're going to be collaborating a lot this year coming up, and I cannot wait to share your story with the world. I think, everybody has a little bit of a story that can help others succeed and that can help others, see themselves, and understand that nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. And you are a great example to that.
Oh,
So
thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Continue to be great, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, you are amazing and I admire you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
means a lot coming from you. So we'll see you soon. Many kisses, and have an amazing day.
You too. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you for being here.
Thank you to our guest, and we appreciate you listening and watching today. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Transcend with M on Instagram, at Monica Dwani on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and watch a repeat of this episode in our YouTube channel. Remember, keep resilient, keep growing, and keep being empowered. We will see you next week.